Hi everyone, back again for another reaction video, and this one is for Sardar Udham. So this one has been recommended quite a lot, so I'm quite keen to check this one out. But that being said, I want to quickly mention something before I get into this reaction. Something in relation to trailer reactions. So there's been a few people recommending me a few trailers to watch, and not too many, probably only like a couple or a few. But I just want to make it clear, at this moment, I'm not going to do any trailer reactions because honestly, I just don't really enjoy them. There's not really any other reason. And like, if I start doing them now, like if I just decide to do one because I got recommended a trailer to react to, then I'll have to, I'll do a trailer reaction, and then in the comments I'll get more reactions to do, and it'll just be this, constant ball rolling of just trailer reactions. Ooh, here we go. So it's starting off with a piano score. Okay. India was under oppressive British rule. So this meant to be like based on a true story, is it? Okay, maybe. A walled city of Amritsar experienced a horrific massacre. Brigadier General Reginald Dyer ordered his men to open fire at a peaceful gathering of over 20,000 people at Jallianwala Bagh without warning. Oh my god. Thousands of children, women, and men were killed in this bloodbath. Children, like, my god. At the helm of affairs was Lieutenant Governor of Punjab, Marco O'Dwyer. Yeah, based on true events, righto. Okay. That's not a big selling point for me. Like, it's the filmmaking I care about, like, and it's always slightly skewed, movies that are based on true events, because it's through a perspective which is always somewhat corrupted anyway, so. That looks like a rough place to sleep. The lighting looks kind of good here, very gritty looking. Oh, the color's actually not bad looking in this film too. Like, it went from like a greenish, dark green tinge to like a yellowy. The color feels very intentional at the moment. Very Denis Villeneuve looking, actually. Looks like the movie's using a little bit of handheld. See how that plays out. That door looks really funny. Like, the bottom of it's kind of up like this.
हमारे अच्छा सारे के कामरेड जो बचे हैं कुछ जेल में हैं जो बाहर हैं वो टूट चुके हैं अब यहाँ कुछ नहीं.
Alright, I'm gonna just say right now, just in case, some movies, particularly like espionage, spy films, just like films with a lot of like certain jargon, like with wording and all that in regards to like conspiracy, spy stuff, I find it sometimes difficult to follow sometimes. I'm going to be straight with you because if I go off track, you know why. I'm not the best at watching some of these type of films sometimes, so apologies in advance if I don't notice certain threads or certain things that branch off, I don't catch on to it. It's just because when I look at film, I look at so many different aspects, with the filmmaking and all this. Sometimes I miss the forest for the trees. I see the trees and all the cool little aspects, but I don't see the whole forest, the whole picture. So just, yeah, keep that in mind. And even before I knew about film, I've always had a little bit of trouble fully grasping certain films like this, in regards to just the plot sometimes, and I do get a little bit lost sometimes. So just a heads up with that. Hopefully that doesn't bother you too much.
नीचे सीआईडी है.
Is he going to groom himself up, give himself a shave and all that? He's going to look like a completely different dude, isn't he? The lighting looks particularly nice at the moment in this movie. It looks really good. Looks nice and sharp. It looks great. That's the guy following him, huh? Ooh, that looks like a beautiful shot too. The fog and everything, that looks awesome. Wow, that's him. Is it? Oh my god. He looks so different. Huh. He's looking clean. So So this is quite a film where you just really follow this main character for the most part, and that's basically it. I mean, that's cool. I kind of like that. It's well, I'm not sure yet if that's how it's going to be, but I'm cool if that's the case. That reminds me a lot of The Revenant. Those particular colors and that, and even that composition kind of. Wow, what a cool shot. Oh, who's this? Oh, that's a cool top-down shot. Whoa, that reminds me a lot of The Revenant. Look at that shot. Even with him with the stick and everything. Wow. I've done a reaction video on that movie, by the way, so feel free to check that out. Dude, this is so much like a Revenant shot. Oh my god. That is crazy. Yeah, a bit of inspiration. That's cool. It's a great movie, why not? Good luck, eh? That's a long-ass walk by the looks of it. Revenant soundtrack. Very simple, but I think it worked quite well. Man, this guy's getting exhausted. It's like you're trying to... You can't go back. You can't... Because it'd be just as long. You might as well keep going now. Oh my gosh. It's pretty rough. That's like you're stuck out in the ocean. You can see the land, but it's just a long-ass journey to get there. Oh, that's a movie, isn't it, too? Les Miserables? Miserables? I'm probably not saying that right. I haven't seen that either yet, by the way. I don't know if that's any good. Oh, you can feel the tension in this shot. The shaker cam's actually working quite well in this little bit. Wow, this looks like an awesome looking movie, man. The movie's got a very overcast, foggy look to it. But clean. It's not... It has a slight grittiness to it, but it's got a very sharp look to it too. It's a very beautiful looking film.
The two dictators, Adolf Hitler and Benito Mussolini, have previously met in Venice.
Seems like a really interesting time period to explore. I feel like this isn't a time looked at very much, like before World War II, you know? Kind of the build-up of things, perhaps. Maybe that's not really a part of this film at all. It's just a little bit of background. It's an interesting soundtrack. It kind of reminds me a bit of The Joker, actually.
Restrained in his pursuance of Nazi world domination, the writing on the wall is clear. The world is headed for all-out war.
I wonder if this actually has any war-type scenes in it. It did say strong blood and gore, so perhaps there is a little bit of that. I do like war films, in a sense of, like, I like Saving Private Ryan. I think that's a particularly great film. 1917, oh, I can't think of the name of it. Paths of Glory. That's an old one by Stanley Kubrick. So yeah, I've watched many others too, but Dunkirk. Yeah, I like war films quite a bit.
John, great to see you. Very good.
Wow, just like that. Oh gosh, he's going to go into this prison now, British prison. Or executed. Yeah, in this country he's going to get beat up for it, but, you know, he is a hero in his perspective, so he doesn't care what they think. He did his justice or revenge, I guess you could say. I wonder what the next, like the rest of the film entails then. Ooh, that's a cool top-down shot too. I like that one more than the previous one, actually.
Well, if he is our man and he came in...
I wonder what they'll happen once they realise why he actually did it. I'm curious. They'll probably try to deny it and still just call him a terrorist for the sake of keeping their reputation. That's a cool shot. Huh. Nice and symmetrical. And the lighting is very cool too.
Before the assassination.
Brother, oh, he's got the helmet there to kind of block it. I was going to say, dude, you're supposed to put the helmet on.
Who are you? What's your name?
You won't be able to talk if you keep beating him.
I see that.
Wow. I think you're going to get shit out of him, man.
You've eluded us for 9 years.
This
I mean, you
guy's
must have made some real...
Oh. I just saw on the other, like, there's like a bench next to him. It's all like tools. Just think they're just gonna whoop his back or something with all those tools. Whoop his back, that sounds a bit stupid. Anyway, bash his back in with all those tools. Oh, please don't tell me that's what they're gonna do.
Tell me about the next target.
Oh my gosh. Oh, well, at least they're not using a hammer yet. Oh, man. What?
Tell me of all the other important figures you have...
No! Oh, fingernails.
You can start by telling us your name.
Good lord, look at him.
No?
This guy's tough, I must say. I don't think I'd be able to do that. Just, let's be real. Would you be able to do that? Hold out for that long? Gosh, what did they even do to him? He's still not going to say shit. Oh my god. What a human body can endure is quite insane.
Seized more than 3 tons of explosives, along with a large amount of propaganda, and have been arrested and one fatally shot.
No!
Oh, damn. No remorse. Wow. Huh. One shot was enough. He actually had to go up close and just make sure. Very intentional colour palette this film has. A very gloomy look. Looks awesome though. Times it does remind him a bit of like a David Fincher. There's his gun film.
And thank you for helping.
I imagine most countries have some form of corruption in them, and the people that take the blows for it, you never know, someone's going to fight back. You know, someone's going to take revenge or do justice to some level. And this guy was one of those that just, he couldn't just stand by and let that stuff happen.
Where was the delivery planned? Here in London, or was it Spain?
I'm liking how they're revealing the plot. It seems to be a well-paced idea, I think. It's relatively easy to follow too. I'm not too lost at the moment. I'm getting a sense of what's going on. Look who it is. That's the dude. It's a bit tricky to do it in here though. You know, a bit of collateral damage. I bet he really wants to though. You can tell he really just wants to go up to him and boom. But he has to be patient. Wow, so there was a lot of opportunities he could have got him, but he decided not to.
I also educated, so.
But you seem rational.
Oh.
You are here, in the heart of the British Empire.
See, it's interesting because that guy, he was just talking to that old dude. He said, oh yeah, you seem rational, right? Yeah, because he's talking face to face with him. But all these other ones, he just assumes they're all bad, or all he just says communists, all this, right? He doesn't think, oh, some of them might be rational. No, he just assumes all of them are that by the seams of it, which is a really, it's a vicious way to demonize people. It's not a good idea. You know, you're just putting people into a box and not thinking that they're actually, you almost don't even treat them as human beings. You treat them as just like a label. It's really toxic to do that, I reckon. Anyway, let's carry on.
He's asking what you were doing when you were 23.
What was I doing when I was 23? Well, I was just married. We weren't expecting our firstborn.
Oh, what's happening here? This is interesting. It's like a conversation instead of an interrogation.
हमें किसी आदमी से या किसी देश से नफरत नहीं है. हम सिर्फ एक इंसान के दूसरे इंसान की exploitation के against हैं.
Yeah, true. This guy intellectually, for back then, was very advanced. To really see that not one race is more important than the other. We're all important, right? We all are equal. He was very advanced for his time. I don't know if any of you has learnt about spiral dynamics, but he's definitely on, like, I would say stage green spiral dynamics. I'm not going to explain that whole thing here. Look it up for yourself, but yeah, he's definitely on like spiral dynamics green, I would say for sure. Anyway, let's move on.
There are a
This film uses a lot of lighting from, well, they make it look like a lot of lighting from outdoors. Like the outdoor window lights illuminate the subjects a lot and brings a lot of color to the scene. I actually really like that choice and intention. It looks really good. I like that idea. Oh gosh, they're still torturing him. Man. Hey, at least in this cell he's got a bed. In the one in India, he was just sleeping on the hard-ass ground. God, he can barely move. On top of like the scarring, you know, in his mind of what's happened. Now he's also got physical pain. So yeah, he's definitely not going to be able to sleep now.
Stand up. Stand up.
This poor bastard can barely stand up after all your beatings.
पर कोई कंट्री किसी कंट्री के अगेंस्ट क्राइम करे तो क्या आपका लॉ उसे क्राइम मानता है?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. Huh. Oh, that's crazy. He was like a assistant for him, or a chauffeur, or whatever you want to call him. That's crazy. He could have easily shot him in so many opportunities. That's so interesting. He wanted to make it public though, by the looks of it. Wow.
You know nothing.
Huh.
Fear.
That's an assumption.
Fear was the key, and fear worked.
If you think, because a lot of fear is created for control. You want to control things, right? But you got to understand, the more you do that, the more you get resistance. Yeah, fear doesn't work really in the big picture. It's not very long term, I think.
Children. Wounded.
Wounded. Their relatives carried them away.
Carry away how, sir? There was curfew. People afraid to take people to hospital.
Nonsense.
See, this man can't believe this. Because if he believed this, he would realize how much of a monster he is. This guy really genuinely thinks he did the right thing. He thinks he did good intentions, I guess you could say. The same thing as Hitler. Hitler would not say what I did was evil. No one would admit that what they do is evil. There's not many people in the world that would say, oh, I did that because I wanted to be evil. I wanted to be bad. It's usually some type of rationalization they create that justifies their point of view, right? They don't just say, oh, I want to do this because, you know, I'm evil. Like even some extreme example could be the Joker, right? In The Dark Knight, someone could say, oh, well, he just is evil. No, he wants to create chaos. That's different to he's evil, right? He wants to create chaos and disorder. That's what he was kind of aiming towards. But I don't see that. Like you could say to him, oh, that's so evil. But then he would say, what you're doing is also evil. You see? So no one would admit. I even think the Joker would not admit and say he's evil. So there's not many people that actually admit they're evil. A lot of people just think their point of view is right. And if you keep questioning and questioning and questioning, they'll just keep denying it. Because if they really admit that, then their whole house of cards crumbles with their ideology.
He created fear, and it was sufficient.
Oh, he just fell asleep just like that. He's messed up by that too. He's like, how can this man go to sleep? Because he justified it through his rationalization.
Why don't you finish your flipping job, idiots? I'll cut your wages.
You can come in and help if you like, mate. Oh shit. He's gonna clock that dude. Oh my god. Oh, what's he doing?
What the hell are you doing?
Here we go.
Disturbing everyone! What the hell are you doing? Get out of my country!
This guy's got some cool costumes, like outfits. This guy looks like a badass in the most part. The scarves he wears, the suits. He looks awesome.
Sir,
Wake up!
That must be cold as hell to be sleeping out there.
गुल ही ना जाने बाग तो सारा जाने. Finish. Free speech.
I get kind of Oscar vibes from this scene. Like, I imagine if this was in the Oscars, they would have shown this scene as like their little clip. Never used one of those old phones. Must have been a long system to have to... You wouldn't want to be in an emergency and have to use that dialing system. Someone's come and invaded your house. Just wait a minute, I just gotta call the police. Oh, so that's how you found out where to go. That's very convenient that that was there. He's mapping it all out. Huh. No one suspected a thing. That is actually interesting because he was like a janitor. And janitors can basically sneak in anyway, I've heard. Oh, wow, that's kind of cool. That's kind of like what, what's his name did in Shawshank Redemption. He hit his hammer thing, his rock hammer, pickaxe thing. I don't know the name of it, but in his book. Wow, nice.
21 साल इंतजार किया मैंने.
Yeah, it's a long ass wait. Oh, that looks lovely. Good lord. Huh. Oh my gosh, they're gonna force feed him? Dude. Oh man, and they're just gonna put food through the tube. Oh, that's messed up. That's fucked up, man. It's like a whole elaborate system they've... Wow, the colour in this looks awesome looking. That shot looks gorgeous. The yellow and the red, and the shirt he's got on, the green in the background, and then the glow from the sun. What a shot. This is a simple close-up too, but man.
No more publication until further orders.
A protest has been called at Jallianwala Bagh, but it's likely to be peaceful.
Likely. But it's going to be political, yes?
And this is when he does the whole shootout. Good lord. That's why he didn't get killed by it. He wasn't doing it that day. Interesting. Lucky he did take the day off. Oh my god. To see it actually now, how many people, is insane. That is insane. And they're just stuck in there. Like, there's no way out. That's the only exit, is it? The one they're coming... Are you fucking serious? Oh, man. At this point, I would just play dead. I would just play dead and, you know... Oh, jeez. Yeah, just stay down, honestly. Good lord. I'm speechless, honestly. I bet when he comes back for the water, she's dead. She won't be able to consume it though, because her whole fucking... Oh. Jesus Christ. Who picks up all these fucking bodies? All the soldiers or something, or what? You can't even see the ground. There's just people. I gotta say on the technical standpoint, the practical gore effects look good, you know, on a technical standpoint. They didn't use too much CG for the gore and the blood and all that, it really makes it more real and shocking, I think, which is good. It doesn't take you out of it. It just disgusts you even more, which is the point, I think. I think in these parts you should show the brutality of it, even if it's gross and disturbing. It's like, that's exactly what it is. Oh wow, so they're just going to go back and try and recover as many as possible. Careful that you don't get yourself shot though. Oh my god, look at the blood all over the ground. I love that they're like showing so much of this, because it really just shows how much he tried to help. You know, they could have just done a couple of these runs, but I really do appreciate that they show so much of the aftermath of this event, just to kind of, you know, show how shocking it was. They're probably dead. He's gonna tell him. Oh wow. Oh, he's dead now too. Good grief. He's probably been doing this for hours too. Oh wow, so like if they see them there, they'd kill them. Gosh, you lucky ducks. So this is where he gets hung? I gotta say hats off to that guy, because he was more open-minded than any of those other guys. He was more understanding. My god. Oh, they do use a top-down shot to show the devastation of it all. Wow. Wow. It just doesn't stop, and there's that well full of people. Oh wow, that's the ending. Whew. Man. Okay, I'm right on the end. It's just this guy saying something, Hunter Commission or something. Hang on. Wow. 2.6 million Indians lost their lives during fighting for the British during World War I and II. Wow, really? Several secret documents related to Udham Singh remain unclosed till date. Wow, that's insane. The aftershock of the tragedy can still be felt in the streets of Rista. Wow. What a film, man. Shocking. Very shocking. I'm gonna go through my list, and then I'm gonna, go from there. That being said, even though this is a shocking and disturbing film, it's very effective and it's really well done. So, thank you for this recommendation. Alright, let me go do the list. Okay, so I did the list. It's quite a lot of things here. I think there'll probably be more. I definitely will watch this again at some point, and I'll find probably even more to appreciate about this film. Let's get into this. So, the first thing I liked, camera composition. It's really well shot. This movie visually is fantastic. The camera composition is really good throughout most of the film. It's just really well done, I think, for the most part. There's some good wide shots, good use of like close-ups here and there. Yeah, just a really well shot film and very purposeful for the most part. I think it's really good. Number 2, handheld shots. So it really enhances the grittiness and the certain emotion that the film's trying to carry, and it gives a certain documentary feel, I guess you could almost say, as well. So yeah, I think the handheld shots was a good choice in parts, and it wasn't distracting. Like it wasn't like Jason Bourne, even though I don't mind the Bourne films too much, but you know what I mean, like those like Taken films with the really bad shaky cam. It never bothered me in that sense. This isn't really an action movie anyway, or I would even say it's particularly a war film. It's more like a political type film, I would say. But anyway, so yeah, the handheld shots didn't bother me. I actually liked it. I feel like it added more to the film and to the tone and what the film was about. So yeah, I think it worked rather well. Next thing, the next 2 things actually, that combo of lighting, number 3, and then 4's color palette. So those things were really great as well. Just a beautiful looking film, and I love the times of day they shot a lot of scenes, like with those foggy settings, and it's so gorgeous. And like a lot of just very, there was moments of color though as well, with the lighting and all that, particularly that brought color. So yeah, I think it was a beautiful looking film, and very much fitted the tone and the setting and all that type of thing. And even like the time period, I think it fitted the color quite well too. Next thing, number 5, the gore effects. It's a bit of a weird one. I'd more give this to films that are more just over the top, like kind of Kill Bill or something that's more goofy. But for this, the gore effects really enhances the shocking nature of the film. So yeah, I think it wouldn't be the same without it. I think it should show that stuff because, hey, that it's fucked up. That's why you show the gore effects. It's fucked up. It's not glorifying it in the slightest. It's actually just showing how messed up this event was in history. So yeah, I think it was necessary, and appreciated that they put it there. Now, the next thing, number 6, is the acting. Really solid acting, particularly from the main guy. Just in general, I thought the acting was really good, just overall. So yeah, very good acting as well. Next thing, number 7, the story. The overall story, I don't know if I got the full picture of everything. I think there was a few little things I was a little bit, didn't catch on everything, but I got basically the picture of the film. And just in general, the story, I liked just where it went. And it was a very important story to tell, I think, in history, because I never knew about this till now. Like, this is something I never knew about. I was very ignorant to this whole event, so now I know about this thing that happened, and it's very shocking and gives me a whole other perspective on things. Anyway, next thing, number 8, emotional impact. It really hit me in that last bit, and I really loved that they showed a lot of him just dragging people out of that place, you know, after the event happened. It was really good to drag that out. I think it really enhanced that emotional impact and made you feel exhausted like the main character in a sense as well. So I think that was a great choice. So yeah, I think great emotional impact as well. Number 9, brutal and shocking moments. So this particularly for that last bit, and even just him getting tortured as well. That was really shocking as well. You know what the British did, you know, in that time. And then just in general, like that whole scene at the end, like, wow. Next thing, number 10, thought-provoking. Very thought-provoking, just nonetheless, and just gives you a different perspective on things, particularly from my point of view. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of stuff from, I guess you could say from India's perspective, I haven't seen certain things. I've more seen war and political films that are more focused on the American and British side, which are definitely biased. So it was interesting to look at it from the other side. So that was very interesting too and thought-provoking. Anyway, the next thing, number 11, rewatchability. Yeah, I can see myself rewatching this because I feel like there's probably more in this film that I've missed, just in regards to the filmmaking, and then also the honestly, I probably should give a point to costuming. I think the costuming was really good in this film as well, particularly the main, the lead actor. I think a lot of his costumes looked visually good, and just, yeah, I don't know, just in general, I think the costuming was pretty solid. Anyway, I might give that on next viewing. Last but not least, the ending. Yeah, just how everything played out. Yeah, it really got me emotionally and got me thinking as well. So, very good film, I think, in my opinion. Just very solid and very well done. Anyway, share your thoughts down in the comments below and tell me what you liked about the film. I imagine there's a lot of great things that I missed, and you can point that out as well. And put some recommendations down in the comments below. You know, and if you enjoyed this video all the way up to this point, consider hitting the subscribe button and liking the video. I'd very much appreciate that. And yeah, that's it for this one. Catch you folks in the next one.